My family found out that I had a baby 3 months ago, and Christmas is kind of ruined. I'm sure you can infer from the title that I'm not really close with most of my family. I was born out of wedlock, which was such a big deal to my father's family that they barely acknowledged I existed. I'm indifferent to our lack of relationship. My mother raised me, so to me, most of those people are just strangers I share some DNA with. My dad has a brother I'm close to. He was the only one in the family who played a role in my life. I never really saw my dad, but my uncle always had time for me. Even after he got married and had kids, I never felt like I didn't matter to him. He came to my graduations, helped pay for my mom's funeral, and walked me down the aisle. He's more of a father to me than my biological dad ever was. So naturally, he and my aunt were the only ones I told about my pregnancy. I asked him not to share the news because I didn't want them to rain on my parade. I'm still pretty young, and given how judgmental my dad's family was about my wedding, I knew they would have criticized me for being pregnant at 23. I thought I might tell them eventually, but it was so nice to prepare to be a mom without other people breathing down my neck that I kept putting it off. I ended up going into labor a little early, which was already hard. Now I'm struggling with postpartum depression. Between my baby being in the NICU and dealing with everything else emotionally, I just didn't tell them. My baby has been home from the NICU for a little while now, and my husband's mom made a celebratory post about her arrival, which one of my father's relatives unfortunately saw. To say that my phone has been blowing up would be an understatement. I've had people who haven't spoken to me since I was 12 call me to criticize me for not telling my dad that he's a grandpa. I'm being accused of ruining my father's, and by extension, his wife and kids' Christmas by withholding this news. I'm being called heartless, selfish, inconsiderate, you name it. My husband thinks I'm unbothered by what's going on since issues with my father's family don't typically bother me, but it's harder to ignore this time. I feel like my daughter's first Christmas is going to be tainted by my feelings of guilt and sadness. It's starting to make me feel like a terrible mom. I don't know if that makes any sense though. Sorry for the ramble. I just had to tell someone about this because I really don't want to make my husband worry.